Aloha everybody, this is Jen Freeman. Happy February, and I hope this video finds you well. What I wanted to talk with you today about is resiliency. So I just got to give a presentation with my colleague Ann Clancy about cultivating resiliency, and it was wonderful. We were with a great group of women and loved feeling the energy in the room, and inspired me to want to share with you some of what we talked about. So we talked about the states of mind that help you cultivate resiliency and some tools that will help cultivate resiliency. So first of all, what is resiliency? So the definition that I've been working with is the ability to return back to your natural shape, basically. It's like a spring. It could be condensed, but then after the stress is removed, it coils back. So it's not rigid. It's not that you're not going to evolve and change and transform. It's that you're able to work with stresses and stressors in such a way that you can maintain a certain level of harmony, that you can still keep your essence together and grow and change and actually feel strengthened by the experience instead of crushed, right? Where you would have lost your resiliency, where you just literally you couldn't hold it together anymore, right? Now, of course, there's times where we absolutely fall apart because that's part of growing, right? Like there's a wonderful book called Falling Upward by Richard Rohr, A Spirituality for the Second Half of Life, talking about how all beings encounter this, the house that burns down, the spouse that dies, the car accident, the broken leg, the disease they don't want. We all run into things that are going to challenge us deeply, that invite us into a deeper understanding of who we are, and to refresh our spirits that ultimately results in resiliency. So some of the tools that we were talking about in our course or our presentation, one of them was about expanding your perspective and expanding your context. So this is otherwise known as the tempest in the teacup. So if your perspective is so small, you'll make it so that anything that occurs is actually so big that you feel overwhelmed. But if you can expand your perspective to see, for example, right now it's 1 degree in Billings, Montana. So if I was going out and trying to plant a garden, and if I made it personal about me, I could get so upset that the seeds weren't going to sprout, that what's wrong with me, like I'm a terrible person, and basically create this whole tempest in a teacup. Versus if I expanded my perspective, it's like, oh right, it's winter, seeds probably won't grow for another 3 or 4 months. They don't have the right conditions to sprout. It's not personal. And on one hand, it's a silly example, but on the other, I think we do this all the time. We try to plant seeds in winter and then blame ourselves, when in reality, we just don't understand the conditions. We don't understand there's a bigger picture going on. So expanding your context, expanding your view. Now, the corollary is to call yourself home. So to actually call back your energy, like scoop yourself back. Like in the indigenous traditions, as I've been taught, you can say your name and pull your energy back 3 or 4 times. And really bring yourself back instead of scattered around your day, scattered with old memories, to-do lists, scattered with bygone regrets. And pull yourself back in so you're really here and present and able to respond with the best of you to whatever's arising. So those 2 actions, expanding your context, expanding your view, and condensing your energy field, bringing it back in, versus keeping your perspective small and your energy scattered. We want to get it in the right order. So if you practice these 2 tools, even just by themselves, it's an amazing precursor to a resilient state. So I'd love to talk to you more about it. As always, you can reach me at jen@jenniferlfreeman.com for a private session. Wishing you a wonderful February and much aloha.